Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me. I hope you guys have been having a good time. We got back from convention last week, which was insanity. So this is what convention week looked like. I still have to add in my character stickers. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna let's get into it. Let's plan. I'll tell you the stories. How does that sound? Okay. So, I am obviously, because I didn't really film last week, I am a little bit behind in terms of, all of my spreads. So I am going to have to end up doing like a back plan, which I think is okay. I think it'll be okay. I mean, I don't know. I've got, my brain is like going 1,000 miles a minute. That's for sure. That I can tell you. So, okay, I've used this kit before. I think I used it sometime last year. It is our Pet Lovers kit. I can't not use this kit again. Like, it's so stinking adorable. And I have dogs and cats, so all the love is being represented there. But then also in the scenery, you have like fish, you have a bird cage. Like, we're giving all the animals love. So, okay, let's see here. I feel like we're a little tilted weird. So, there we go. Just zoom on in, zoom. All right, so convention. Let's start with, I guess let's start with like the lead up to convention. Okay, so obviously lots of stuff was happening behind the scenes, getting prepped and ready to go. I mean, we were working up until the 11th hour. I mean, that's just the only way that it could be explained, is that we were just working. Getting our table prepped and everything, and we didn't want our table to be too cluttered because we had all the planners going with us. Not all the planners, but a good majority of the planners. So myself, Chaz from Shameless Stickers, and Stephanie from Tipsy Dog Designs, we collabed on a cover to fit the planners. And they were also the covers that went on the event scrapbook that Caitlin does. So we had those, and so all of the planners we took had that cover on there, and it was, I love it. In fact, I actually have it right here. See, it's that cover. So that cover will not be in the shop. It was for convention time only, and that also meant for virtual convention. So once virtual convention happened during the TPC sale, we had whatever we had left in stock available for those. So I just haven't switched out my planner covers yet, because we're just busy. At the end of the day, it's just that we're busy. Okay, so I'm planning for this upcoming week, which I'm not enjoying that I'm doing this. I want to be further ahead. I know that I do have the first week in August already. Sorry, I just got a message in that threw my thing off. Anyways, I don't even know where I was going with any of that. So, oh yeah, just busy. So just checking things off the list little by little. And I don't like being this short on my spreads. Like, I want to be planning for the following week already. And stuff. So like, this should be the last week of July, not this upcoming week. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I don't know how I'm going to get really ahead on that. I mean, I guess technically one way I'm going to get ahead on that is by doing the mystery kit spoiler video, which I still need to get everything together. So there was a little bit of a hiccup. It won't affect any, unless the UPS screws it up, because I don't have it in my hands yet. The freebies for mystery kits, but that happens. And you know what? We always come through. We always come through. So I have those that I'm just waiting on so I can finish filming the video for that, and have the spoiler video going up and everything this week so that you guys can all see the mystery kit for obviously this month. So convention. All right, so let's start. Convention was a whirlwind. We had all the prep, getting all that done. Monday the 4th, we went to a 4th of July event, and I was already really exhausted by that point, and I think just going to an event just exhausted me more. I didn't sleep well the night. It could be a little bit of anxiety at the same time that all this was going on. So I mean, I'm gonna put that out there, that one of the reasons why I probably wasn't feeling well was the anxiety of the entire trip getting ready to happen, and stuff. So we originally were going to leave on the 6th and get in on the 7th. Plans had to switch around a little bit because of something happening on Thursday the 7th that we wanted to attend. So because it was a longer drive for us, I mean, it's a 17-hour drive, and we've done that before with our kids, no problem. Granted, we were in our own vehicle, and our own vehicle was so much more comfortable than this vehicle. So we rented a vehicle for this trip. I wasn't gonna take my vehicles or anything like that. I had requested a normal size SUV, and I got a Jeep Compass. I don't know if that's what they classify as a normal SUV. That's not what I would expect a normal SUV to be, but knowing where we're at, there were no other options, so I didn't really have any options. So that's what we took, and what we packed is literally what fit into our vehicle. We were extremely, extremely lucky that it fit and that we weren't taking any more, because we were thinking about taking some more, and I'm really glad we didn't. So that started everything off really, really fun. And we decided to leave the day that we picked up the rental vehicle. And that was just because of the things that we ended up having planned and making sure that we had enough time to get up there. So we left about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I finished packing, doing all that fun stuff. Whoa, did not mean to throw those. Doing all the packing, all that fun stuff. So what keeps going? I keep getting messages. So one of the things that I do when I film, I actually turn my phone onto airplane mode so I don't get notifications on my phone, but clearly they come through on my watch, and that's what they're doing right now. They're like all coming through, which is fine because we're all like, I think this is like the first day everybody that went to convention is actually starting to maybe possibly feel kind of human again. So we started driving, and our goal, or what my husband wanted to do, was to get to, I really want to use these patterns. I know normally I stick with like my grid boxes, but I really want to use these patterns. So he wanted to get up to Little Rock, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't sleep well the night before. My daughter wasn't feeling that great. She gotten water in her ears, and it was just irritating her. So that was adventurous, and so we didn't sleep well the night before because the water in her ears was bugging her. We done all of our things, you know, all the things that you're supposed to do. Do I have room for a quarter box there? I really hope I do. And everything, but the next morning she was feeling a little bit better, so we were fine. But I didn't get to sleep obviously that much that night. And then so my husband wanted to make it to Little Rock. I didn't know if we were going to be able to make it that far, so I was like, you know, let's play this by ear. Let's see how this really works, and stuff. And we get up to Texarkana, or we get pretty close to Texarkana. We're probably about an hour out of Texarkana, and I'm already starting to be like, I can't. We need to stop. I need to sleep. I can't sleep in this vehicle. I can't sleep. You know, I can't sleep when we get there. But I need to sleep now. So we decided to get a hotel in Texarkana. That was actually really nice. I think I passed out that night, which was probably well needed, and everything. So like okay, we're good. Next morning, woke up, felt fantastic. It was such a good night's sleep, which surprisingly for a hotel is not a normal thing. And so I'm trying to figure out where I want to put things. So I felt better. And obviously hotels are not known for being like havens for sleeping well, which was very, very surprising. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get my hair, my makeup done. We went downstairs, we had breakfast. We weren't like on any huge time crunch to get out of the location, because we, you know, I mean, we had plenty of time to get to our hotel. So we get in the car, we start heading off, all that fun jazz. I'm filming my Instagram takeovers. I'm doing stuff I was supposed to be designing. And I tried to design, but the construction was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, jeez. I think that one's gonna be my whatchamacallit, my Thursday box that I give so much love to. All right, anyways, the construction was just horrendously awful, and a lot of it was because of the vehicle that we were in. It had like no cushion when you would hit things. I mean, it was just not fun at all. So designing was kind of out of the question, and so we sat there and we talked a lot, because we had basically a 12-hour drive ahead of us, and we were stopping to visit some family in southern Kentucky anyways, so that was nice. Well, we're sitting there talking. We, get up through Arkansas. We're now up through Tennessee. We are going through northern part of Tennessee, get into the southern part of Kentucky, I want to say. And that's, maybe it was the northern part of Tennessee. Can't totally remember. But I do remember getting a notification that a tornado had hit in Cincinnati. And we had actually just been, like a few hours prior to that, we had actually been talking about like stormy weather in the Midwest. Tornadoes frighten the bejesus out of me. So they are not one of the things that I like to encounter. I mean, obviously I don't know anybody who likes to encounter them, but still, digress a little. We start looking on our radar on our phones, and mind you, my phone is not wanting to connect. So, this whole thing, how like I've been having issues with my watch. Oh, I've been having issues with my phone too. And people will say it's a conspiracy, but I am 100% on the conspiracy then that eventually the products start to just not work, so that you'll go buy another one. Like, I mean, I guess that at the end of the day, that's kind of how it does work, but it does feel like this happens a lot more frequently than it probably should. But I digress. We're not gonna go there. So we get to Southern Kentucky and we're looking at the radar, and I'm looking and I'm like, there's a huge band of storms that we're about to go through. We're like, crap, this is not good. What do we do? What are we gonna do? Things like that. So we get to the family we're getting ready to go visit, and we get to their house and we're chatting with them, and we ended up staying a lot longer than what we wanted to, and that was just due to the storms. And we asked them, we're like, do you have a tornado shelter at all? And they're like, no. I'm like, so what do you guys do? They're like, oh, we kind of just hide in the bathroom over here. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, my brain is like hurting. I'm starting to like have a little bit of like panic attack type notions going on, and stuff. And I'm like, have you like talked with your neighbors to see if there's a tornado shelter on one of their properties that you could go to? Because they have 5 kids. Yeah, 5 kids. And they're like, nope, we haven't really talked to the neighbors. And I'm just over here like trying not to hyperventilate at this point. You know, because they just because tornadoes scare me so bad. So yeah, we ended up staying there a little bit longer to get the storm systems to go past, and they ended up going past, which was nice, and they were very uneventful, which I'm extremely grateful for, because I don't like eventful weather. So I'm extremely grateful that it was uneventful, because then I can be happy-go-lucky. Okay, I think I'm gonna reserve the dogs for my sidebar, just to kind of keep them all together there in my sidebar, and we'll do the kitties over here. So, then we're like, well, we're hungry, don't really want fast food. Let's stop and like, let's actually sit down at a restaurant. Okay, so that's what we decide to do. So we make it up to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and we stop for food there, and we're like, oh, what are we gonna eat? And I'm like, oh, there's a Ruby Tuesdays. My husband's like, oh, we haven't had Ruby Tuesdays in a while. And I was like, yeah, let's give that a try. That food sucked, you guys. It was horrible. It was horrible. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was awful. It was not great food. I was not happy with the food. And so I'm gonna do my weekend just a little bit different over here. Just because I'm gonna put the full boxes up just a little bit higher. But yeah, we were not impressed with our food, and stuff. And we're like, well, okay, maybe it's because we're tired and we've been driving and stuff like that. But the food situation was real the entire time of it not being all that great food. And it could be, you know, it could be that we are from a different location, and so our expectations of certain things are different. I'm totally can put that out there and be like, it could be that. I'm just saying from our perspective, it was just not great food. So yeah, so we missed the storms, which we were super thankful for, that we did not have to run into any crazy patterns of weather or anything like that. So, and then we ended up getting into our hotel a little bit later than what we wanted to. And come to find out, they did not combine my rooms, because I had originally scheduled it for like the 7th, and then was like, no, I need to add an extra day to that. And they didn't combine my rooms, so that was an adventure. Luckily, I was able to stay in the same room, but I had to go check out and check back in. It was a debacle, you guys, a debacle. We'll just leave it at that. But we pull in, and in fact, actually, Caitlin was like, hey, message me when you get here. I want to meet, you know, there's some people that want to see you, this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, I'll message you when we're about 5-10 minutes out. So we get about 5-10 minutes out, and I message her and I'm like, hey, we just pulled into the parking lot. We're here. And we start getting our stuff out, and she comes, you know, we go get checked in and stuff, and she meets us, and then we go get bags, and she's like, I'm gonna take you upstairs to your room, you know, because she's a really great hostess like that. And she was out in the parking lot saying things that were like, run away, we've got to get away. She was, oh my gosh, she had so much fun helping people unpack their stuff and just making a scene. I think she lives for this stuff, honestly. I really do. Oh man, this is a lot of space that I have here. I didn't think this one through all that well. Trying to think what I can do. I don't want to do another header. I mean, I might have. Let's see. Can I fit the third box in here? Because if I can do that, oh, perfect. Then that's what I'll do. Just kind of making the weekend just look a little bit different than the rest. Let's do blue. Okay, perfect. That works for all the stuff that needs to get done this week. All right, weekend banner, cannot forget that. I think I'm just gonna do the weekend adventures one this time. It's been a while since I've done this weekend banner. Okay, so yeah, so we were like a getaway. She was making a very funny scene out in the parking lot. It was hilarious. We had a lot of good laughs, a lot of good time. But we get up there, and then of course she's like, there's people upstairs in my room that want to see you. So I had to go up there, and I was up there. Jill was up there. Destiny was up there. Kelly was up there. Allie was up there. I don't think Erin was up there at that point. I don't think she was up there at that point. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. I totally could be forgetting. A lot of things are blurred and put together. So we went up there and we were chatting while they were doing stuff and just, you know, having a grand old time and everything. And then we finally got to bed at, God, what time did we get to bed that morning? Like 1-2 o'clock that morning. It was insane. It was insanity. Okay. So, and then we go downstairs and we have breakfast, and we had to do a whole bunch of shopping on Thursday. So yeah, so we pulled in on Wednesday, didn't go to bed till like 1-2 o'clock in the morning Thursday morning. Had to do a whole bunch of shopping that day. So one of the things that I did not have time for when we before we left was clothes. I'm trying to think of like what the names are. You know, these things we wear on our body. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of the name. Anyways, I didn't have time to go clothes shopping, and which was fine because it's easier to go do clothes shopping when you get there than to try and figure everything out. That you're supposed to be, you know, getting done beforehand. So yeah, we did that. What can I fit here? Can I fit a quarter box here? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to continue on with the story because I have funny stories for Thursday. Okay, funny stories for the Thursday adventures. But let's take a look at this. Oh yes, love me some pets. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like ready to dive into this week. So let's see. I'm going to do my normal succession of videos. So I'm going to pick up this story on Wednesday's video. How does that sound? Okay. I'm going to pick up the story on Wednesday's video. So if you liked this plan with me, if you like this kit, everything will be linked down in this. Everything will be linked down in the description box below, not in the shop below, in the description box below. Yeah, make sure you give me a thumbs up, make sure you are subscribed, leave a comment, share the video if you like, all that fun jazz. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.